Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to this session. Let us move on to miscellaneous exercise. The first sum is homework sum, or is integral over dx divided by x minus x cube. Now, how to do this? That you should think of it. There are several methods we have learned. First method is substitution method, separating the integrals, partial fraction, integration by parts, applying completing square method. Like that, so many methods we have learned. So we should think, and then only you can solve how. Now let us see this x minus x cube. When you observe it, now that x minus x cube can be written as x. When you take x outside, you will get 1 minus x squared into dx. Whenever it is of the form a squared minus b squared, it can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, you will be getting x into 1 plus x into 1 minus x. Now, when the denominator is a product of many terms or two terms, then you can apply partial fraction. Therefore, you should apply partial fraction. Therefore, 1 divided by x into 1 plus x into 1 minus x can be written as a divided by x plus b divided by 1 plus x plus c divided by 1 minus x. After finding out the values, just integrate. While integrating 1 minus x, as the coefficient of x is negative, we should be very careful. The next second sum, I equal to integral over 1 divided by root of x plus a plus root of x plus b into dx. Whenever there is a root term in continuity, what we have done, we will be doing conjugation. Therefore, here also we are going to do the conjugation method here. Therefore, root of x plus a, conjugate of this is root of x plus a minus root of x plus b. So, I am going to multiply and divide by that. When you multiply and divide by that, numerator will become root of x plus a minus root of x plus b into dx. Denominator is of the form a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, a square minus b square. Therefore, square and root will go off. When you simplify this, x plus a minus of x plus b. Therefore, when you remove the bracket minus sign here, you will get x plus a minus of x minus b. So, it is the denominator is a constant. The remaining you will be getting a minus b. The denominator is a constant. So, you can take the denominator outside 1 by a minus b. Therefore, the integral becomes 1 by a minus b into integral over x plus a minus x plus b into dx. After that, you can separate the integral and write. Here this can be written as root of x plus a can be written as x plus a the whole power half. Root of x plus b can be written as x plus b the whole power half. And the square bracket we are writing because 1 by a minus b is a common. Now when you integrate, when you take, if there is a coefficient of x some other thing that is other than 1, or if it is a negative, you need to be extra careful. But here it is 1, so no need to worry about that. So you can just integrate as it is. Integral over x power n into dx is nothing but x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus a constant of integration. So here you will get x plus a the whole power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. When you are writing 3 by 2, you can reciprocate and write. Here it is nothing but x plus b the whole power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. After that, take LCM and simplify and write. Therefore, this is the value of the integral, and don't forget to add constant of integration. Let us move on to the next sum. Third sum, I equal to integral over 1 divided by x into root of ax minus x square into dx. Here, what we are going to assume is, we are going, here 1 by x is there, so let us take t to be 1 by x. When you take t to be 1 by x, x will be what? X is nothing but 1 by t. Now differentiate this. This 1 by x can be written as x power minus 1. Therefore, when you differentiate this, you will get dt equal to, when you differentiate x power minus 1, you will get minus 1 x power minus 2 into dx. That can be written as minus 1 by x squared into dx. So, find out what is the value of dx from this and substitute all these values there. Now, integral over dx value is nothing but minus x squared into dt divided by, but it should be in terms of t, minus x squared into dt, and here x, what is the value of x? It is 1 by t, root of a into x value is 1 by t minus 1 by t squared. This is one of the different sum. Here everything it should be in terms of t. So this x squared, x is nothing but 1 by t. X squared is nothing but minus x squared is nothing but minus 1 by t squared. So bring this t to the denominator. Therefore you will get integral over, take minus sign outside, 1 by t squared into dt. Here this is 1 by t. Here root of a into 1, a, that is a by t minus 1 by t squared. That's what it is written here. After that simplify. Here this t squared and 1 by t will get cancelled. You will be getting t. After that take LCM. After that when you simplify and take LCM you will get minus integral over dt divided by t into root of at minus 1 divided by t squared. Separate the root for both numerator and denominator. So therefore you will get this root of at minus 1 divided by root of t squared. Root of t squared is nothing but t. Therefore this t and t will get cancelled. Now bring this to the numerator. That is, by the denominator is dt by root of at minus 1. When you bring it to the numerator you can write at minus 1 the whole power minus half into dt. Now since the coefficient of t, here it is in terms of t, therefore you need to check for the coefficient of t. It is in terms of the coefficient of t is a. Therefore you can substitute u to be at minus 1. Therefore du will be a into dt. Therefore du by a equal to dt. Now substitute in the integral. Therefore the integral value becomes minus integral over at minus 1 I have taken to be u. Therefore u the whole power minus half. Dt is nothing but du by a. Therefore since a is a constant you can take it outside du. Here it is 1 by a minus here is there 1 by a. Therefore this can be written as minus 1 by a u power minus half. When you integrate you will get u power half into 1 u power half divided by 1 by 2, that you can reciprocate. Therefore 2 into u power half plus a constant of integration. After that substitute the value of u. That's what she has written directly. Here I have written directly. Here since the what is the coefficient of t? It is a. So you are dividing by a. That this method also you can write. If you feel it's confusing, you can apply this. Otherwise, whatever the coefficient in integration, see if it is with respect to t, so you need to see the coefficient of t. So what is, if there is any coefficient, you need to divide by that. Let us move on to the next sum. Integral over dx divided by x squared into x power 4 plus 1 the whole power 3 by 4. Here which is the highest power? X power 4. So what you should do is you need to take x power outside. When you take x power 4 outside you will get 1 plus 1 by x power 4 whole power 3 by 4. When you take x power 4 outside the power also will be there. It is x squared. When you take x power 4 outside you will get 1 plus 1 by x power 4 the whole power 3 by 4. A, b the whole power m can be written as a power m into b power m. So we are writing like this. Therefore this 4 and 4 will go off. You will get x squared into x cube is nothing but x power 5. And you will have 1 plus 1 by x power 4 into whole power 3 by 4. Now you should think of it. You have x power 5 here, 1 plus 1 by x power 4. Therefore you need to take t to be 1 plus 1 by x power 4. When you take t to be 1 by 1 plus x power 4, dt will be, this will become 0. Here it is x power minus 4. When you differentiate it, you will get x minus 4 the whole power minus 5. That can be written as minus 4 divided by x power 5 into dx. Therefore we have dx divided by x power 5. So bring this minus 4 to this side. After that substitute the integral. Here dx divided by x power 5 can be written as dt by minus 4. That is minus 1 by 4 into dt. Here this can be written as t power 3 by 4. Here therefore the integral becomes I equal to minus 1 by 4 integral over dt divided by t power 3 by 4. When you take t power 3 by 4 to the numerator you will get t power minus 3 by 4. After that integrate. When you integrate you need to add 1 to the numerator. Therefore it is minus 1 by 4 t power minus 3 by 4 plus 1, that becomes 1 by 4. Therefore minus 3 by 4 plus 1 plus c. This you can reciprocate and write in the next step. Therefore this is the value of the integral. Let us move on to the next sum. Here integral over dx divided by x power half plus x power 1 by 3. Here we have taken a t power 6 to be x, otherwise x power 1 by 6 to be t. Why we have taken is when you take LCM you will be getting x power 1 by 6. So let us assume x power 1 by 6 to be t. Therefore, when you take 6th root, you will be getting t power 6 is equal to x. Now differentiate. 6 into t power 5 into dt equal to dx. 6 into t power 5 into dt equal to dx. Just we are going to substitute. In the place of dx, what do you need to substitute? 6 into t power 5 into dt. So I have substituted 6 into t power 5 into dt. Here x power half. X power x, the place of x, what you can substitute? T power 6. Therefore, t power 6 the whole power 1 by 2, that is nothing but t cube. You will be getting t cube. Now, x power 1 by 3, that is in the place of x, when you substitute t power 6, t power 6 the whole power 1 by 3 is nothing but t squared. Therefore, you will be getting like this. Now, when you observe the numerator and the denominator, numerator power is greater than the degree is of the numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator. So, what you should do? You need to apply long division method. But here what we have done is we have taken t square outside. When you take t square outside, if you feel some, if there is 1, then you need to apply long division, but you have t cube plus t squared, so you can take t square outside. When you take t square outside, you will get t plus 1. Therefore, the integral becomes 6 into integral over t power 5 into dt, t square into t plus 1. T square and t power 5 when you get cancelled, you will be getting t cube. Therefore, the integral is t cube into dt divided by 6 plus 1. 6 is a constant, so you are taking outside. So, what I told, same thing we are going to do. You are going to apply long division. Here we have simplified and we have written. So, we are going to apply long division. That is t cube divided by t plus 1. So, t into some term, you should get t cube, therefore t square. Therefore, t into t square will become t cube, 1 plus into t square, therefore it is t square. When you subtract, you will get minus t square. Now multiply t into s term, you should get minus t square, therefore t into minus t only, you will get minus t square. Therefore, t into minus t plus 1 into minus t is minus t. Now change the sign. You should do until the remainder power and this power should be, that is the numerator power should be less than the denominator. Therefore, this will get cancelled, you will be getting t. Therefore, here what is the degree? 1. Here also degree is 1, but it should be less than this. Therefore, you need to multiply with t with some terms to get t. Therefore, t into 1 is t. Therefore, you are adding 1 to here. Therefore, t into 1 is t plus 1 into 1 is 1. After that, change the sign. Therefore, it is minus 1. Therefore, it can be written as t square minus t plus 1 minus 1 divided by t plus 1 into dt. After that, separate the integral. Therefore, 6 is common for both. Integral over t square into dt minus t into dt, 1 into dt minus dt divided by t plus 1. Now, this when you integrate this, you will be getting t cube divided by 3. Here it is t square divided by 2. Here it is t. But what about this? dt divided by t is nothing but log of t. Log of modulus t. If there is a coefficient, you need to worry about it. There is no coefficient, so you can write it as log of t plus 1 plus c. After that, substitute what is the value of t. The next question, sixth question is 6, 7 and 8 is homework sum. Just I will explain how to do. Here also when you observe that 5x, x plus 1 divided by x squared plus 9. Here the denominator is a product and we cannot factorize it further. So you can write 5x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 into x squared plus 9 can be written as a divided by x plus 1. Since it is a quadratic, you need to write linear a divided by x plus 1 plus bx plus c divided by x squared plus 9. And after that, apply partial fraction and write. Seventh question, integral over sin x divided by sin of x minus a into dx. Just go through an example sum. Here what we would have taken here is, you will be taking t equal to x minus a. Now, what will be x value from this? X will be, bring this a to this side, that will be the value of x. This x minus a we are taking to be t. Now differentiate dt you will be getting dx. Just when you apply here, sin of, in the place of x you will be substituting t plus a divided by sin t into dx. Just you are going to apply x value here, x minus a to be t and dx to be dt. Now numerator, it is of the form sin of x plus y, that is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y divided by sin t will be, that is you will get integral over sin t cos a plus cos t sin a divided by sin t into dt. When you split the integral, cos a and sin a is a constant. After separating the integral, for this first integral cos a is a constant, for the second integral sin a is a constant, after that integrate and write. This is one of the example sum, just go through the example sum there. 8th sum, e power 5 log x minus e power 4 log x, e power 3 log x minus e power 2 log x into dx. Log, consider the formula log x power n. Log x power n can be written as n into log x. Yes? Now, 5 log x is there. Now 5 log x can be written as log x power 5. Now e power log x is what? You will be getting x, the value. Since e and log are inverse functions, this 2 will go off, you will be getting x alone. So e power 5 log x can be written as e power log x power 5 minus e power 4 log x can be written as e power log x power 4 divided by e power log x cube minus e power log x squared into dx. So this log and exponential will go off. You will be getting integral over x power 5 minus x power 4 divided by x cube minus x squared into dx. Take whichever is a common, take it, cancel it out and separate the integral and write the solution. Let us move on to 9th sum. This is one of the important and interesting sum which I have learned from the beginning. Integral over cos x into dx divided by root of 4 minus sin square x. Here in this, according to the numerator only we will be taking to be t. Therefore, t should be taken as sin x. Therefore, dt will be cos x dx. So, in the place of cos x dx you can substitute dt. And the place of sin x you can substitute t. Therefore, you will be getting root of 4 minus t squared. This is the form dt divided the integral over dx divided by root of a squared minus x squared is nothing but sin inverse of x by a. Therefore, this 4 can be written as 2 squared. Write the formula integral over dx divided by root of a squared minus x squared is nothing but sin inverse of x by a. Here a value is nothing but 2. Therefore, x value here we have taken to be t. Therefore, the integral value becomes sin inverse of t by 2 plus c. And the question is in terms of x. Therefore, the answer should be in terms of x. So, therefore, substitute the value of t. Now, let us move on to the next sum. 10th one. I equal to integral over sin power 8x minus cos power 8x into dx divided by 1 minus 2 sin squared x cos squared x. By seeing the sum, don't get panic. It's very easy. Now sin power 8x, you can write it as sin power 4x the whole square minus, you are going to write the numerator in terms of a squared minus b squared. Therefore, sin power 4x the whole square minus cos power 4x the whole square into dx divided by 1 minus 2 sin squared x cos squared x. Now, this a squared minus b squared can be written as a plus b into a minus b. That is the next step. And the next step here, the sin power 4x can be written as, again you can write it as in the form of a squared minus b squared, that is sin squared x the whole squared minus cos squared x the whole squared. That's what we are going to write for sin power 4x. Sin power 4x can be written as sin squared x the whole squared minus cos squared x the whole squared. Now sin power 4x plus cos power 4x. For that, you can add and subtract 2 cos squared x sin squared x. That is, this is a squared b squared plus 2 into a b term. That's what we are going to add and subtract. A square term is A term is sin squared x, therefore A squared is sin power 4x, B term is cos squared x, B square term is cos power 4x. We are going to write it in the form of A squared A plus B the whole square. So we need to add and subtract cos squared x, sin squared x. So the next step here, from this you are going to add and subtract 2 cos squared x, sin squared x. Here you are writing in the form of A squared minus B squared. Now here this term sin power 4x cos power 4x plus 2 cos squared x minus sin squared x can be written as A plus B the whole square. That is nothing but A plus B is what? Here sin squared x, A term is sin squared x plus cos squared x the whole square. Therefore A plus B the whole square. Remaining term is 2 cos squared x sin squared x. Now sin squared plus cos squared x becomes 1. Therefore 1 minus 2 cos squared x sin squared. So the numerator and denominator will get cancelled. For that, here we have written one more step. The sin power 4x can be written as sin squared x the whole square. Cos power 4x can be written as cos squared x the whole square. And these two terms. And here this term cos A square minus B square can be written as A plus B into A minus B divided by the denominator into dx. So this term can be written as A plus B, that is sin square x plus cos square x minus 2 cos squared sin square x. This term will become 1 and this term alone will be remaining. So this is sin square x plus cos square x the whole square. This becomes 1. Therefore 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. And remaining that sin square x cos square x sin square x plus cos square x becomes 1. Remaining term is sin square x minus cos square x into dx divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square. In the next term, both numerator and denominator will get cancelled. Remaining will be sin square x minus cos square x into dx. Here you can separate the integral and write, that is a big procedure. Here what you can do is you know the formula of cos 2x. Cos 2x is nothing but cos square x minus sin square x. Therefore in this integral you can take minus sign outside. When you take minus sign outside, you will get cos squared x minus sin squared x into dx. Whenever you are writing two terms, write within the bracket. Now this is nothing but this is the formula of cos 2x, therefore write cos 2x. After that integrate and write. What is the coefficient here of x? 2. So you are dividing by 2. Therefore when you integrate cos 2x, you will be getting sin 2x divided by 2 plus a constant of integration. Here this is 1 by 2 sin 2x plus c. Thank you students.